So then you went on to do your PhD in marketing, and I think in 2023 you won the Don Schulz Award for innovation in integrated marketing communication.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit about the principles of integrated marketing communications. I think you are an authority in that area, and if you can talk to us about why for marketing, integrated marketing communications is an extremely important core of what CMOs and brands need to do. Tell me a little bit about your work around integrated marketing communications. What are the principles that form the tenets of integrated marketing communication?
Right. Marketing communications is age old. Okay, so you can go even in prehistoric times and people will announce that this is my product, this is my feature, these are the benefits, and they will use television, radio, print, and it has always been happening all along. Don Schulz, who was a pioneer in integrated marketing communications, he came up with the idea that marketing should be a mix and not just marketing. That idea prevailed prior to he articulating more forcefully, but he applied it to the context of communications and not just pricing and advertising, which is marketing mix. But within communication, there's television, radio, print, online, offline, digital, banners, all kinds of things, social media. And so his vision was that these various vehicles must reinforce each other.
Beautiful.
So television's effectiveness should improve because I am also doing radio, which you may have heard on the road before watching TV in the evening. There would be a billboard which will tell you something, and later on you go at the office and then you talk about the billboard in the hallway. And so each of these media reinforces the other medium. Each will have their own effectiveness regardless, which was there in previous thinking and in mathematical models of multiple media. This reinforcement was not there, which is what we call synergy. So the first tenet of integrated marketing communication is this joint effect, pairwise, TV and online and outdoors, and product placement and events and PR. Their pairwise interaction as to how they reinforce each other, and then together as all of them, what is the communication mix? And you want to synchronize all of these various media, not just based on effectiveness, but because of these effects among themselves. And that is the first principal tenet. And my work was to actually quantify how much is the joint effect.
Fantastic.
So the idea that there should be a joint effect is really Don Schulz. Quantification was very hard to come by. And we could talk about IMC, but there was no proof that it is there in the data. And so we took the model and then we worked out some math and then we quantified. And the paper came out in Journal of Marketing Research, and the very next week, I had not, by the way, met Don Schulz prior to that. Okay, Don Schulz writes up. He used to write some column for Advertising Age. He writes up on his own accord. 2 professors prove the value of media integration. Title. And then he goes on as to how this history was, how this concept was, but it was never quantified, and these 2 professors managed to quantify, and now we can do optimal budgets and all that stuff. I did not even know that this is so important. And that's how I ended up in this area of integrated marketing communications. And so the first tenet is to quantify. And then there are other tenets as to what is the impact of quantification. You can't eat the quantified value. The only thing that you can really do is to decide how will I spend my dollars differently. And that is where the next part of the tenet is. So there is one principle to quantify joint effects, and there is other principle as to how will you spend differently. So if you are a CMO, and I said I quantified, and let's say it is 1 foot tall, and now you tell me it is 1 foot tall, the real question that begs is what should I do differently tomorrow than what I was doing yesterday?
Correct.
And that is where the paper goes on, and I can speak about it if you want now or later.
Fantastic.